As Buddha said, be aware of your thoughts and establish in nothingness. See, what is nothingness? What does he mean by that? Nothingness means where there are no desires, where there are no wants. That's nothingness. Or we can say where there is no mind. That's nothingness also. So, there are 5 elements. We are composition of all these 5 elements: air, soil, water, fire, and space. So space is also nothingness. So why mind is nothingness? We are thinking all the time. Because of those thoughts, we are not available in the present moment. Body is here, but we are not there with the body. We are either in the past or in the future or even in the present sometimes. But we are not in now all the time because we are too busy thinking. And see, every thought is a desire. Without a desire, thought cannot exist. And desires are always from outside world. So the outside world, we will always be looking for something from it. It could not just be what's happening right now, but what happened in the past also. There are desires from past also, like how things should have gone, why that person didn't behave that way, why that thing didn't happen that way. Or could be from future, whatever you want, something in the coming days from yourself, for yourself, from others. So there will always be something, there will be a motive or intent behind every thought happening right now in your mind. Without a motive or desire or want or some kind of greed. Because greed, why? Because this is something which you want for yourself. Even it could be just behavior of other people or your own behavior also. Or you want something from this body. So without that, thought will not, without desire, without these expectations, thought cannot work. They are working because you're looking for something all the time. So that is a really good way to make your mind quiet. When you just understand this point that all the thoughts are equivalent to desires, and then you start listening to them and you will understand what's happening. That's the awareness. That's the awareness of mind. So when this awareness goes really strong of mind, and then you start you start using your own mind to understand why it is doing this all the time. And unnecessary, totally unnecessary, but it is just working in repetition. So you come to awareness, and then mind, you start bringing distance from your mind. Bigger the distance, smaller the mind is, smaller the thought process is, and then it starts to go quiet. So you will slowly come to an understanding that the distance is bigger and more you are silent. Thoughts are not working as they used to because now you have caught the mind. So it's all about knowing. Every teacher just talked about this. Knowing, being establishing in present moment. In present moment, thoughts are not there. And or being establishing and now, or just knowing. So by knowing, you are catching your mind. So catching your thoughts, and when you catch it, so the process stops right there, the thinking process, and the silence. So that's nothingness. So when they say have no expectations, when they say establish in nothingness, so that's what's happening. So bring a distance from your mind, to be quiet and being silent. That's why it's called nothingness, because there is no want now, there is no desire now, so it is nothing. You just become being. You just, even there is no, you're not looking for hope, because hope is something which you don't have right now, towards for something which you don't have right now, and you want something it from future. There is no hope. You're not looking for hope also. You're not looking for running away from something. You just become the being in this moment now. So that's establishing in nothingness. That's establishing in now, or that's growing. So the space inside you, when we close our eyes, we see the space. So the space inside you is nothingness. Everywhere around us is just space, nothingness. So we become part of that space. We become established in that space or in this nothingness. So establishing in nothingness only means coming out of your mind. But when you're doing this, what you're doing, you're connecting with your consciousness. So this I talk almost in every video, that a difference between a dead person and a living person is the conscious energy inside him. So the conscious energy inside you is you. Once this conscious energy, or we call it soul, spirit. So when this leaves, the body is no longer there. So you can say the difference between a running car, that's why you're not the body. And mind is changing every moment. Thoughts process is changing every moment. So how can you be something which is changing every moment? So when you bring the distance from your mind, you connect with your conscious energy, which is actually you. The conscious energy is you. So a difference between a running car and a standing car. The running car has everything as standing car, but it is running. The difference is one is running, one is not. Similarly, a dead body and a living body. There is no person inside to drive it. So there is no conscious energy. Even if it's automatic, there is a conscious energy. Artificial intelligence, we call it. So it's conscious energy which is running it. So conscious energy is what we are. And the thing with conscious energy is a conscious energy between, like, your conscious energy and the conscious energy of this universe. We call it power of life. The power of life, or higher conscious, or God, godliness. There is no God, but there's the godliness, which is this energy, conscious energy. So there is no difference between the conscious energy between in us and around us. So somebody says you become complete. So that's what it means. So you become connected to the higher consciousness. Once you connect with your own conscious energy, you connect with higher conscious energy. So either you establish in nothing or you become everything. Both ways, you are silent, and it can only happen when the mind is quiet. So that's the difference. Hopefully we got some clarity what is nothingness, why it is so important, because that's the only way to connect with your own conscious energy, which is you, which are you. You're not your mind, you're not your body. And when this identification drops of mind and body, all the problems goes away. Everything, every issue, every suffering goes away. That's what Buddha said. There is suffering because we identify with body, but suffering is the solution for end of suffering, because you understand suffering is coming from mind, coming from body, and then you stop connecting with them and you connect with your conscious energy, and everything changes from there. So yeah, I'll see you soon for our next video. Thank you.